Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the world premiere with your host, the Rottweiler, standing in at 6 foot 7 inches and 267 pounds of solid muscle mass. It's the world premiere of the Ready to Rumble Show.
Hey, now, America, hey, boxing fans all over the world, made the Big Jeff at Rottweiler Woods. You're coming live on internet television in Cleveland, Ohio on the Ready to Rumble Show. I'm your host here with Stream Sports Talk. And today's our special guest we have from our Cleveland Recreation Center, Fairfax Boxing. We have the boxing trainer, Tiny Bell, to my left, and to my right is the boxing trainer, Coach Rev, from the great Mount Sinai Church on Cleveland's west side. Hello, gentlemen.
Hey, hello, how you doing?
That's fine. So we're going to have a whole hour today to discuss what's going on in boxing. And just this weekend were the amateurs, the Golden Gloves in Cleveland, Ohio, the Nationals. Next week we can go on with the semifinals and the finals. Okay, so welcome to the Ready to Rumble Show with your host, Big Jeff Woods. But first of all, let's get busy with Coach Rev. Hello, Coach Rev Touchstone.
Hello, how you doing?
Okay. I came by your gym earlier this week and I did an interview. I met a lot of your fighters. And we talked, and I told you we'd come on the show and give you a nice build up here. And we're really glad that there's boxing back in Cleveland with our youth.
Thank you.
So, Maxie, how many years have you been boxing or training?
4 years.
Okay, and how many days a week are you open there at Fairfax?
We open 5 days a week.
Okay, and do you have any opening shows? Do you have any things? Did you have any fights for over this weekend, amateur, the Golden Gloves?
No, we didn't have anybody in there.
Okay, but you do have some tournaments coming in the future here this summer.
Yes, we do. We're getting prepared for a fight June the 15th.
Okay. And you'll be showcasing one of your fighters. There's Myron Jr. Is his name here? Myron Blackman Jr.?
Myron Blackman Jr., also James Costner and Jason Costner.
They're twins,
They're
right.
twins.
Okay,
mm-hmm.
Okay. And then what about young Eric Henderson in there? Is he boxing again, or Eric?
Eric, I don't have.
Okay. Well, now that's for you, Coach Tiny. But how you doing today, sir?
I'm doing all right, Jeff.
Okay.
Glad
I met
to
you.
Be here.
Okay, yeah.
Glad to be here.
Okay, I met your heavyweight there. We had a chance to do 2 rounds of sparring there. Your heavyweight, the prospect for the 2016 Olympics. That's Josh Roseberry. He's a good guy. He's about 6'3", 222 pounds. His younger brother, Madman Roseberry. How long have you been training with these young men?
I've been working with them for a while, approximately about 4 or 5 months. They're getting in shape to put on the exhibition on June the 15th. Through the exhibition, Men in Central is a program that help young kids and support mentoring people, and they is sponsoring the event. So we're going to have a nice time on June the 15th, and I welcome everybody to come check it out, because it's a Father's Day event, helping the young kids get in touch with their fathers and helping the fathers get in touch with their kids.
Right.
So that's what we're going to be doing on the 15th of June.
Okay.
And I'm working with Coach Reb out of Fairfax, and it's been a beautiful working relationship. We both know how to work with kids, and it's going on good.
Okay, that's good. That's in the 6th Ward. That's with Miss Mamie Mitchell. She's the councilwoman of that ward, Mamie Mitchell, of the Fairfax Central Quincy area, and she's a good candidate. She's a good politician in that area also. So, Jerry touched on you as the Reverend and Minister of Mount Sinai Church, Part 2, in Denison.
Greater Mount Sinai, number 2 on Denison, 9017 Denison.
Right. So, can you give a little more of that? Did you deal with the youth there?
Yes, you've come. Most of the people that I'm getting young people coming to the Lord, and I just thank God for it. A lot of young people coming, and they listen to the Word of God, and that is very important. Without Him, we couldn't be here.
That is true. Right
Mm-hmm.
there. We must put God first. Right. Okay. Mm-hmm. So what I hear, all the young boxers out there, I remember there was Madman Roseberry and the twins James Carson and his brother Jason Carson, and then I met Myron Blackman Jr. and then I met Eric Henderson and also Lonnie Donaldson and JaVale Swift. These young men, they stay in the gym. They do have a future. From what I seen when we were there, actually working hand in hand with them. Mm-hmm. If they stay with it, there will be a bright future in Cleveland's boxing. And we have 3 years from now, there'll be 2016 Olympics, and they are very hopeful to make the team. Okay, so I want to congratulate both of you coaches for being there for the youth and teaching great boxing. And I was there to see for myself. You are great trainers. So congratulations to both of you.
Thank you very much.
Okay. Now, what we're going to do, I'm going to take a little time out for myself and talk to my fans. And, I've been in the boxing round ring now a good 18 to 20 years. I started with PAL, the Police Athletic League, and I may have been a troubled kid. I was with maybe tough in school, and I got put out of West Tech and sent to Max Hayes, an all-boys school, where they said, well, I have to just be isolated, where it's just all boys in West Detroit over there. So I went to Max Hayes, then I went to the Police Athletic League and started boxing, and then I got involved with the Caramel House on 89th and Quincy. That's where I got my skills as far as stage and theatrics, and just reading and staying there with the arts of theatrics at the Caramel on East 89th and Quincy Avenue. Then I finally made it to the Navy and military, and that helped me steer me in the right direction in life too. So I tell a lot of words out to the youth to stay positive in their way, and keep
we got a text in just now. It says, "Tell Big Jeff he looks good."
Okay, thank you a lot. Thanks to my fans out there around the world. And, we're here for you, all of you, and we're going to bring boxing back to America and bring boxing back to where it should be, because these are all American belts, the WBC, the BA, the WBO, the IBF. These are all American titles that now foreigners have. So what we have to do as heavyweight boxers is when you get in the gyms and stay dedicated and train hard and go after these foreigners who have our belts that were founded here in America. Okay, so thanks a lot to my fans, but also
that Klitschko keeps ducking you, Big Jeff.
Yeah, Klitschko, he's ducking, but what I'm doing, matter of fact, I have something coming now. I've got my passport clearance coming in. It only costs $135 for the passport to leave the country. So in about 3 to 4 weeks, I'll know if the passport is good to go up for the country of Canada to fight for the Queen there, and do something up in Toronto, Windsor, Canada, up in there, Ontario way. So there's a lot coming for me, and also for the city of Cleveland now that boxing is back alive. Through me and others like me that believe in the city of Cleveland that it was a boxing town, and it's a great town to learn boxing in. But I have went to the Buffalo, New York, but Cleveland sent me there. I came from Cleveland. I was at the Don King's camp. I was 19. I made it from the Cleveland's Golden Gloves. I'm a Golden Glove finalist. And I made it from there to the Don King's camp, and I had a chance to spar rounds with Bruce Shelton and Mike Tyson and these guys, and then we went straight to Buffalo, New York, that way. Then I went straight where I was born, the state of Georgia, to the state of Atlanta, Georgia there, and I did boxing there. So, boxing is a part of my life, and, it always will be, and I love boxing. It's a passionate sport, and I point out to a lot of the youth, with the difference between amateur and pro. With the amateurs, you just want to be a good boxer that can outbox your opponent. There's not that much stress about a knockout. It's not that important in the amateurs. What's important in the amateurs is just be a good boxer. Learn all your skills, the basic jabs, 1-2 punches, and the movement. And that's what's expected in amateur, be just a great boxer. Once you become professional, then this, you got 6 wins, but how many by knockout? That's when the pressure hits you when you become a pro. You could have 16 wins, but how many by knockout? So, I always tell amateurs, just keep your head right and just make sure you just be a great boxer. Don't be crazy about a knockout on your amateur level. Am I right, trainers?
That's right.
That's exactly right.
Right. You just want to outpoint him and be a great boxer. Okay. So let's ask some more questions here. So let's go. Matter of fact, we're going back to the greater men of the Central, and you had their CMH affiliation. That's the Cuyahoga Community Commercial Housing. How they involved?
Yeah, Jeff. I'm glad you brought that up. Coach Charles Cobwell is the head of a program called the Untouchable UBA boxing program with CMHA and PALS, and I'm working in conjunction with him, helping him train young kids. The CMHA, through Coach Chuck Caldwell, is helping the young kids, and they're doing a wonderful job, and I'm working with them on that. And with the help of the Men of Central program in the community, it helps mentoring kids. They provide a boxing program for them. I'm the head of training at the Men of Central program, and with Coach Chuck, we're working in conjunction with Coach Chuck, Coach Reb, and we're doing a lot to help the young kids and put in a tournament. That's why we're putting up a tournament in June 15th on Father's Day. So I welcome all y'all to come through there and check it out. And I just want to give a shout out to my church, Trinity Outreach Ministry on 123rd and Asbury. Without them, I wouldn't have been started, because they started me in the program when I first started off at the Bath House working with kids, and they do a lot of work for kids in the community over there on Asbury and East Cleveland. So good shout out to
the church, okay.
The church.
Right, that's great. We love all the Christians here in Ohio. We have the ABQ, that's the AM in the gospel station, 1490. I even love gospel and Christians myself. One of my favorites is the gospel singer Fred Hammonds. He's a good one to me. I attend Sunday school here myself at Sweet Pilgrims on 115th and Superior. That's with Pastor Glover. So, it's good to always have God in your life, and whatever's going on, God is the reason that that I wake every morning. So we must respect the utmost God in heaven, So, but first, let me tell you what is on the show today. What I've got coming. We want to introduce an amateur, MMA boxing, also our political segment of the show. We talk politics and politicians who enjoy the sport of boxing and other sports. And we also have the update on the rankings and divisions. So we go right now with the heavyweights, and that's when the WBC champs and who's the number one contender to fight the champ. So let's start here with the BC, with the WBC heavyweight champ is happens to be Vitaly Klitschko, and next in line to fight him for the title is Chris Ariello. He's the number one contender in the WBC. And then in the WBA is Wladimir Klitschko and Alexander Povetkin. He's from Russia. But the number one contender for that fight is David Hayes of London. And then we have in our IBF area, we have Wladimir Klitschko again. He's the champ of the IBF. But the number one contender up for the fight is Kobet Pokabev. He's from Russia himself. He's now fighting the WBO. And that champion is again Wladimir Klitschko. And the number one contender for that fight in that ranking is Robert Helenius. He'll be fighting him, and then that's what we do us for that. So then we can move right into who's why all the foreigners have the belts now. There's no one American. They're all foreigners, Russian, Great Britain guys. So we need some Americans to come on in here and get some title shots coming, because even the number one contenders are foreigners here. So let's pick it up heavyweights and come right at them heavy, hard, and punch you to the chin. Okay, so. Let's go right back again. First, we're going to say happy birthday to everyone in the month of April, which will be the Aries and Taurus. So good shots out to birthdays, men and women and children and girls, boys and girls in the month of April. And that'll be the Aries. Aries is a great zodiacal sign, and also the
we got our first call, guys. Somebody wants to give a shout out to her dad.
Okay, please go ahead and speak. Who are you? May I speak?
Hey, this is Michael Matera, very head of the Midwest. That's my father, Coach Rev.
Oh, how you doing there? That's fine.
I'm good. How are you?
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah, Coach Bear. Okay.
Yes.
We're glad to hear you come again. How are we doing so far? The show is going smooth. It's a Ready Rumble show, and we're showcasing all boxing, all from the amateurs to the pros. And
I like the setup.
Okay, thanks a lot. And your father's a great trainer. I happen to see him there with my own eyes. He's a great trainer. And his boxers are going to, he got a lot of hopefuls and prospects for the Olympic teams, and also a lot of gold medals coming in champs. So he's a great. Reverend Touchstone is a great trainer, and I'm glad I met him and invited him on the show.
Thank you.
Okay.
Me too. I wanted to ask him what's one main thing he teaches fighters.
The main thing I teach them, you have to have discipline. They have to be disciplined. This sport here is it's a disciplined sport, and a lot of young men and young women, they need to be disciplined. Can you agree? And a lot of them have.
I agree.
A lot of them have. Some people have anger problems, and so boxing is a way to deter that, to keep them, and having them punch the bag, run, jump rope. When they get through with all that, they'll be tired a little bit. Moms and dads will be glad when their kid come home. Amen. That they ain't gonna get them no headache. Amen.
Hitting the bag, right?
Amen.
Yeah. Okay.
All right, I'll be watching the show, so good luck, Dad.
Thanks for calling in. Okay. All right, now back to our show. Another segment. We're going right now to the light heavyweight division, and who's the champs in the light heavyweights and who's their contenders. The next in line, number one, and that is number one light heavyweight is Chad Dawson, and he's from the WBC division. And his contender number one is Tony Bellew, and he'll be next in line for that title fight. And then we move to the WBA division in the light heavyweights, and that'll be Belusha Namab, and he's an Arabic light heavyweight, and his number one contender next to fight him is also an Arab named Gerata Gadaba. He is next. And then also our new IBF champ now is Bernard Hopkins. So we really want to say a great congratulations to Bernard Hopkins. That was 3 weeks ago. He won the championship belt again. So Bernard Hopkins is also the IBF heavyweight champ again, light heavyweight I mean. And the next in line for that in that IBF is Karel Marat, and he's a high number one contender there in that division. And then we go to the WBO division, and that is Nathan Clever. February, and he's the champ for the light heavyweight in the WBO, and the number one contender that would be Robin Koriski. So he's next in line for that title shot there. Okay, so we'll be every 10 seconds or something, every 10 minutes we'll move right back all the way down the line to tell you what division and who's the champ and who's next in line. Okay, so the line, her contact line here is 216-672-4300. If you have any questions or you say hello to anyone, come right back to the Radio Rumble Show. I'm the host, Big Jeff Woods, coming at you hard to the chin, nothing to win. Thanks for coming in. Okay.
We'll be right back with more right after this break.
Okay, we're back. Hey, we're back at it again. The Ready Rumble Show with Big Jeff Wood, heavyweight boxer out of Cleveland, Ohio. You're logged in America and all over the world. Tune in to us. Okay, last night was great in Monterio Casino in West Virginia. We have the Ohio boxer here, Wilkins Santiago from Lorain, Ohio. He defeated his challenger, which was Mustafah Johnson, with body shots and defeated him. He's now 8-0. So that's a good congratulations to Wilkins Santiago out of Lorain,
Santiago.
Santiago. So here's thanks to Wilson Santiago. And also in Sean Porter out of Akron, Ohio. He's now at 20-0 with 14 knockouts with 1 draw. He's scheduled to fight in May 18th. And that'll be somewhere. He's on Showtime showing Sean Porter. He'll be fighting Philip LaGreco from Canada. They'll be fighting. So there's a lot of boxing.
Atlantic City,
New Jersey. So a lot of good boxing here in Ohio. And it's going to be just what we need, a heavy punch to the chin and win by knockout. Okay. So
and don't forget, we got Wilkins coming up at 8:30 live.
Wilkins will be here live on the phone. He'll have an on-phone conversation with Wilkins Santiago, and we'll talk to him, congratulate him, and we'll go in depth study about what happened last night and what round did he decide to go with a heavy body attack and dethrone his opponent and get rid and win the fight in that form, in that manner, okay? But now we're going to go right back with our special guest from Fairfax Rec Center on East 830 and Central, the Coach Tiny Bill and the Coach Rev Stone. So we're going to go right back here with questions. Jim, first of all, I want to know the exercise program, the regimen you use for the young boxers. What do you do? Any running or push-ups, or what's to actually to go through to condition them?
Well, Jeff, we do a lot of everything. You know what I'm saying? Running is very important because it strengthens your legs and your back. But a lot of people think running is what you need. They think running builds you up for the endurance that's required to go 3 rounds or 4 rounds, and it really is not. You need a little more physical activity because some people can run 10 to 15 laps and can't go 3-minute rounds.
Right.
It's a different gas concept or different stamina that is required for endurance when you're boxing in the ring. So we do a lot of shadow boxing. We do a lot of sparring. We do a lot of hitting the bag because that builds up the stamina that's required to do the rounds in the ring because it's punching, you know what I'm saying, and bending and moving that's required to stay alive in the boxing ring.
Bobbing and weaving,
you know
right,
so
keeping the jab and 1-2, right.
That's how you got to build that up with that type of concept. So we do running, and that's very important, but we do a lot of more shadow boxing and a lot of sparring, getting them used to punches,
distance, right.
and going the distance, being hit. Because believe it or not, you got to practice to be able to take a hit because you're going to get hit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
So, right. You just want to outpoint him.
Right. So that's the type of work. We do a little bit of everything. Cardiovascular, running, everything. You know,
jumping rope.
Okay, right. That builds endurance also, right? Because when I do my running, I do my 3 miles run. Then I end off with wind sprints, 20 wind sprints on the 100-yard dash. And that really burns it out and gives you wind. And then I go 30 minutes straight on the heavy bag. I don't mess with the 3-minute clock. You know, I just go. I set my clock on 30 straight minutes and just go heavy. You know, and I take the jabs out and just go with all heavy knockout punches and play like 4-punch combinations, 5-punch combinations, and that builds a lot of stamina and you stay in the muscle.
Yes,
you know, that's good. You know,
one. If I can interject one point, Jeff. When we got the guys, you mentioned something about the clock,
right?
And that's a good thing, not to go with the clock, but we work past the 3 minutes so that they can go past 3 minutes. We take them 4 or 5 minutes. In the ring, you know what I'm saying? That way they don't work beyond what they normally would have to do, so they have the endurance and the stamina to do what's required without no sweat, because they don't work when they practice process. They don't work past 3 minutes. They don't work 5 minutes around. When you don't do 5 minutes around in actuality, but in practice we do 5-minute rounds, so they'll be in condition to do the 3-minute rounds without no sweat.
Okay, and also for the equipment, we want to send a word out to all the gymnasiums and then the other people, fans of heavy boxing and the ringside products that if you need to have any donation equipment that a Fairfax Center and the Rec Center would like to have a donation, or you can help them out with more boxing equipment, because they have the youth, they have the men, they have the young boxers who want to box. So that we've seen that with our own eyes. The boxers are there. So here's a number to call if you have any type of donation from boxing gloves or canvas or rings or any type of equipment for boxing. This number here would be exactly to the Fairfax. That would be the 216 number 664 4142. Or now to get in touch with Coach Tiny Bell for equipment donations. His number is 216-326-1645. And then here to my right, the Reverend Touchstone of Great Sinai Church on the West 25th and Denison, West 71st and Denison. His number would be, this number here is
91st and Denison.
91st and Denison, 216-254-9593. So, that'll help out with the young fighters there. They need the equipment, and they're there every day, and they're religious, and they love boxing, and boxing is fun, and it's what they would like to do, And that's one thing, if we can get any equipment and donation, we would really appreciate for the Fairfax Rec Center on East 83rd and Central. Okay, so thanks a lot.
Jeff, can I give out this website for information to the Men of Central, menofcentral.com. You can send them donations to help with the youth, because they got a boxing program there as well. I'm in charge of it, so I know they got one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So menofcentral.com is their website, and for donation of equipment or funds, you can contact that website and do what you can do, and we appreciate that very much.
Okay, then. So, Reverend Touchstone, would you like to speak once again on your church there with the on the west side of Cleveland? There's a lot of gyms over there. You have the West Side Boxing Gym. You have a standing gym with Gary Harback. So, what's there at the youth fair? You have a lot of youthful men in your church.
Yeah, we're getting there. A couple young. They coming in. They come and they come and go. But young man talked to me today after the service about training his son.
Okay.
And he's got a 5-year-old. But I told him really that it's 8. You got to be 8 to get into competition. But if the kid is really kind of smart, we can work with him, and he can, as he grow, he can learn as he go.
Right.
But he asked me about training his son. There's another gym over there on Second called Raul Torres. We work out with them a lot. I take the kids around to go make sure they get their sparring, and when it's time, when I know they got fights coming up, and I let them all know that everyone that's got a fight truly coming up, they become top priority to me as training them. It's other kids come in at times that they may not be as serious as focused as the one that's got to fight. So we're looking for sincerity and dedication.
Right. Okay. Okay, I understand. That'd be great too. So on the Cleveland's west side, there's boxing also for you on the west side of Cleveland, and you can also attend church service, Sunday school, and get closer to God because, like you say, boxing is spiritual also because you live a spiritual life, no drugs, no alcohol, and you thank God for your gift that you're able to exercise and be gifted and very skillful in the sport of boxing, because it's a sport.
Mm-hmm. And our Sunday school starts at 10 o'clock. Morning worship is at 11:30 on Sundays. Then we have prayer and Bible study on Tuesday. New convert class on Wednesday at 7:30, and evangelist night Friday at 7:30.
Okay,
so we busy.
Okay, all right. So we're gonna take another break out for the rankings here in the super middleweight division, and that'll be who's the champ and who's his contender that's waiting to fight in his title shot. So in the WBCA, the champ of the super middleweight, that would be Andre Ward, and his number one contender just next to fight him is Sakara Bekika. And that would be also in the WBA in the super middleweight. That would be Andre Ward again, and Mikhail Kessler. So they share that title there. And then the number one contender there is a Russian here, is Stanislav Konstantinov. He is next to the title shot there. And then the IBF also in the super middleweight is the Carl Frock, and I think he's from Britain or Germany. He is good. That Carl Frock, he's someone to watch out for. He's a good champion. But in his number one contender bracket to fight him next for the title here is Andonius Stevenson. So he's number one there in the IBF in the super middleweight division. Then we move into the WBO division in the super middleweight. Who's the champ? That would be Arthur Abraham. Arthur Abraham is the champ of the WBO super middleweight division, and number one contender next in line to fight him for the title here is Robert Stingers. So there's going to be a lot of boxing. I'm going to keep you every segment and every show each Sunday. I'll let you know who's the champs of each division and who's the number one contenders. Okay, so let's take a time out now to our political segment of the show here, in which what we're saying we had to have TV's 20 Mayor Frank Jackson station. He also highlights sports of boxing. He likes the sport of boxing and steering the youth in the right direction, and even the female amateur boxings and then in the MMA. He's also very concerned about the taking the rough and toughness out of the streets and putting it right into boxing in any division, So I would like to give a big congratulations to Mayor Frank Jackson in the city of Cleveland and the Television 20 with the Time Warner Cable Network, okay? And would you like to say anything on that with the Mayor Jackson? Do you think he's a great mayor for the city of Cleveland?
Yes, I think he's a great mayor. I think he's doing a good job. And that's good that he's, that he likes to see that young people are, turned to going the right direction.
Right.
And giving them something positive to do. See, that's what they need. There's a lot of negative out there, and they need something positive to keep them, focused and, to keep them and get them motivated in something and steer them on the right track and keep them out of trouble.
Right.
See, it's a saying, the idle mind is the devil's workshop.
Okay, I heard that before.
Mm-hmm.
Right. Okay, so Coach Tiny Bell, what you think is, because I'm really a great fan of avid politician, follower of Mayor Frank Jackson. You concur with me, you feel that he is here for the city and the youth.
Yeah, I agree with you, Jeff. I can take my hat out to Mayor Jackson because I've been privileged to work with him in terms of the Men of Central. He has supported the Men of Central in parades and picnics and stuff like that. So I know he's dedicated for the kids because he supports organizations that helps the kids.
Okay.
And I don't witness him do that firsthand myself. So I take my hat off to Frank Jackson.
Okay. So seriously, we have a great mayor, and our Mayor Frank Jackson, and he's the greatest to be, and we hope he keeps his stay in office as long as he is possible he can be. So
and we have another call for Coach Rev.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to the show. Who are you? I'm the heavyweight Big Jeff Woods, and here's my Coach Rev from Fairfax, and he's also Coach Tiny Bell. You may speak. Go ahead.
Okay.
I'm ready. Hello.
When was your boxing match?
Where's my boxing at? It's on 83rd and Quincy. Fairfax record.
When's next match?
Can you repeat that again?
When's your next match?
Your next match. That'll be something. They got something coming in.
June.
I think you mean when is the next time we
Next training. We'll be there tomorrow. We'll be there tomorrow about.
Okay, that's good.
Shout
out to you, Rev. We really love you. You're doing great.
I can't hear you breaking up. We'll be there tomorrow at 4:00.
All right, shout out to you.
83rd and Quincy. Hello?
Okay, are you still there, caller? Fairfax is open every day on Monday through Friday and even through Saturday. They're there from 4 to 7, 4 to 7. 4 to 7, you can either come in, you get training, and you can say men and women and boys and girls.
Could I?
Yes, go ahead.
Let me ask my partner over there. I thought we opened up at 5, Coach. You said.
Well, we could be.
I'll be there at 5.
5, okay. Sometimes I could be there at 4.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay, we're going to take a break one more time. We'll come right back to you again from the city of Cleveland, Ohio. Heavyweight boxing, ready to rumble. Nothing but heavy punches to the chin to win.
With Wilkins Santiago.
And that's with Wilkins Santiago on the telephone conversation.
I used to be, when I ain't working right now, sir.
Okay, we got him, Big Jeff.
I'm ready for him. All right. Okay, we're back on the Ready to Rumble show with Big Jeff with the Rottweiler. Okay, it's time for the Ohio Power. Okay, last night in Wilton, West Virginia, in the Marriott Casino, that'd be the Monetary Casino. We have on the phone with us now Wilkins Santiago from Lorraine. Hello, my main man. Well,
Hey, how you doing?
How you doing? Okay, congratulations on your win last night there in the casino. Okay, congratulations.
Thank you, man. Pleasure.
All right. What round did you take him in? And what round was that you took him down in there?
Well, we won every round, man. The guy was a tough veteran who's seen it all. He's had about 28 professional fights and has been in it with his last 11, 12 bouts was all undefeated top contenders, and he was tough, man. He was taking everything I gave him. I know I had him hurt a few times, but the guy wouldn't go down. He had his own, and I give much respect to him.
Okay, well, the state of Ohio love you, and thanks for supporting us, and we support you in your boxing there, Wilkins, okay, Santiago, okay? And, as long as a win is a good win, you can go nationally or just win by the decision. As long as you outpointed him, and you did, that was great for all of us in Ohio because we got to bring Ohio boxing back. We have greats from in our past. We had like Boom Boom Mancini, we had Kelly Palvick, now we have you and Sean Porter, you know what I'm saying? So I really want to congratulate you, okay, Wilkins Santiago. Okay.
Thank you. I appreciate it, man.
Okay.
Congratulations.
Okay. And I'm here now, and this is with the recreation. They're bringing up the youth here from the Fairfax Center here in Cleveland, Ohio. This is on East 830 and Central, and they have great boxers coming up. Matter of fact, our coach to my left is Coach Tiny Bill. He has the prospect for the 2016 Olympic. That's Josh Roseberry. So, Tiny Bill, would you like to say something to us, Santiago Wilkins?
Hey, how you doing, Wilkinson?
All right, Ken, how you doing, bro?
All right, congratulations on your win.
Thank you.
Well, if you got the time, sometimes you can come by the neighborhood and inspire the kids to stay in the gym and be a success like you are.
No, most definitely, man. The kids are our future, man, and I try to do that in my community as well, man. I come from a neighborhood where the kids tend to get straight into the streets, man, and lose focus on what's important, which is the education first and foremost. And and just being kids, man. It's something that me myself, I was a prime example that got straight into the streets and fell victim to the drug environment and stuff like that, and the partying and the women and stuff like that, man. But for God's blessing, I had to sit myself down and do some time to get myself together and get focused again, and really put myself in perspective and really look at life for the beauty of it, and not just the materialistic things of life, which most kids growing up tend to do nowadays. And God, He made me look within myself and really look at myself as a man and tell myself what I wanted to do in my life. And as a kid, when I picked up them gloves at 9 years old, walking into that gym, this is what I love and this is what's in my heart, man. And I thank God that He opened my eyes during that calling in them 5 years that I did in prison. And I'm here today, man, living my dream, man. I'm 8-0 currently, and I'm ready and getting focused on the next fight, man. Tomorrow I'll be back on that road, running again, even after falling yesterday and getting, into a fight with a tough veteran. But this is what I love to do, and you got to fight in this sport, man. You got to keep pushing and keep striving to be the best you want to be.
Well, I definitely want to congratulate you on one thing for showing us having God in your life and inspiring kids to...
Nothing's possible, man. I give all thanks and glory to the man himself.
And that's a blessing.
Wilkins LG over here from Cleveland Sports 360, sitting in here in front of the wheels of steel with my man Jeff Woods. But let me ask you, man, some good things happened to Wilkins Santiago slightly before the Mustafah Johnson fight. Tell the viewers out there in the Reverend and the coach here and Big Jeff Woods, what came down for Wilkins Santiago earlier this week, man?
Well, actually, I was in camp with Paul Spadafora, man, which was a blessing. I was his main sparring partner for this fight. And, Paulie, he's his record speaks for itself, man. The guy's sitting at 47-0 right now, 48-0, and that's something that it's speechless to be sitting there where he's at right now, and the guy had a fall himself in life, he did prison time as well, and, sometimes we take falls in life, man, but only the strong survive, man, and we call him back up, man, and, I just thank God for giving me that opportunity, having me in there with a ex-world champion and now a current world champion because he won the NABF title last night. And, they actually called me back to come back to camp today. They said they loved my work. The crowd out there in West Virginia at the Mountaineer Casino, they love how I fight. They know I have an old school style of fighting. I'm a crowd pleaser, and people want to come see a fight, man. People don't want to see people pity-patting and bouncing around and moving. They want to see guys in there, two gladiators going at it. And, that's the type of style of fighter I am. I don't like to waste punches. I like to make punches effective and count. And, I came out victorious last night, man. Thanks to God.
Okay, thanks, and thanks a lot, and congratulations again, Wilkins Santiago. Okay,
thank you, I appreciate it.
So, what you got next? When's your next fighter? Who you got next coming? You know, Ralph Fan, or who would be next?
Well, we're working on a card right now. My management out of Cali, working on a card in May in Pittsburgh. But Roy Jones people, they spoke to me last night. They were really happy with what I brought to the table. Roy, at times in between rounds, I caught Roy looking at me and telling me, good job and stuff like that. And I could tell that he was feeling my style of fighting. And they want me to come back on June 8th, I believe, at the Riverfront Casino I believe that's in Pittsburgh as well.
Okay, that'd be good too. So you have a Facebook, Twitter page. How can we get in contact with you?
Anybody want to get in touch with me? I got a Facebook page, Wilkins Santiago, and I also have a fan page, which is Wilkins Santiago fan page. Okay. Also a Twitter account, which is Wilkins Santiago as well. Anybody interested? I'm open to everyone, especially the kids, man, because the kids, like I said, they're our future, man. And I was once a kid, and I looked up to someone, and I'm hoping someone looks at me as a prime example and say, man, if this guy can do it, and he fell victim to the things we're going through right now, maybe he can help me out. So I'm open to anyone. Anybody need any questions, feel free to call me. My number's all over Facebook, Twitter, and all that. I'm open. I'm here to help anyone, man.
Okay.
I was brought up, somebody gave me a hand, and I'm open to give everyone open hands and open arms as well.
Okay, now you're welcome to come on the Ready to Rumble show with me. We'll get in contact. I'll get in contact with you and we'll set a good day that one of the spare times you can, come to Cleveland and sit in on the show, okay, on a Sunday night. I'm on every Sunday from 8 to 9, okay? That'll be a good show.
Sounds good. I'll do anything, man. Okay. Anything to support you guys, man. I thank you guys for covering my story, man, and I believe if it touches one person, it means a whole lot, man. And maybe that person could touch someone else. As long as we keep this going, man, we could all come together and make things a lot much easier for the next man. And I appreciate everything. I thank God, like I said, first and foremost, because without him, there's nothing possible in my life, man.
Right, okay. And I'm a sports writer also, so I'll publish a write on you also coming this week. You know, I do my own show, and I do my own report and writing, so you got lots of support coming here from Cleveland, Ready to Rumble show and Stream Sports Talk. Okay, so thanks a lot, Wilkins Santiago, on your win last night. Congratulations.
Thank you, man. Much love to Cleveland, man. I love y'all out there, man. Cleveland, the city, baby. I represent y'all to the fullest. Lorraine, Ohio as a whole, man. I love y'all. Thanks to West Virginia for the opportunity, and hopefully I get more calls, keep coming, and keep the wins closer to my next victory, and hopefully owning a world title one day.
Okay,
wait a minute. I just got to ask one more question, Wilkins.
Yeah.
Am I wrong in assuming there's only two middleweights left undefeated in the state of Ohio, you being one, and Michael Moore being the other one?
No, I mean, facts are facts, man. We're the only two left. You know, me and my camp right now, we're talking, you know, Roy Jones and stuff like that. He'd like to see me at 147. I think I would be more effective and more destructive at 147. But hey, I let my team take care of everything. You know, I'm just a fighter, man. I come in there to do what they, you know, you know, it's like a chain of command, man. You know, everything goes through a phase, and you know, whichever guy they want to put it in front of me, I train to it. That's all I do. 6 days a week I'm training. I take one day off just to spend time with my kids and my family. And, you know, whatever they say, I get in there and bang, man. I don't fear no one. You know, the only man I fear in this life is God. And, you know, I just take them one by one, which is the next man in line. That's the next one that I consider my victim.
Well, thanks for taking the time out to share it here on the Ready for Rumble show with Jeff Woods.
All right, thanks, Wilkins Santiago.
Thank you. I appreciate it, you guys. Thank you so much.
Pick out a Sunday night that you're available to come down here, Wilkins.
Yeah,
most definitely, man. We'll get something together. Let me check my schedule out. If I can get in there next Sunday, I'll definitely be in there next Sunday.
Okay, then. All right, we'll talk heavy boxing, heavy punches to the chin. See you later, Wilkins.
See you later. See you. Okay. See you,
Wilkins.
God bless you.
Okay.
God bless you.
Yeah, okay.
Thank you.
And matter of fact, we're speaking on the other middleweight here in Ohio, Michael Moore. Michael Moore is the Ohio middleweight champ. Michael Moore, he's a great guy. He's the state of Ohio middleweight champ. And he's with the trainer Romeo Corner there at Zelma George Boxing in the Kinsman County area. He's a great head middleweight, Michael Moore. So we're going to give a good congratulations to him for being a champion of the state of Ohio, that canoe division, the state belt of Ohio, Michael Moore. And
I just want to give everybody a reminder. We're sorry we didn't get to your calls. You can call back now. We're done with Wilkins. The number is 216-672-4300. Direct line to the Ready to Rumble show.
Okay, so now let's take a time out. We're going to stay right into the MMA. Okay, what we got here, we're going to say first of all to Cleveland's MMA champ. That'd be Jay Rankins. Jay Rankins there, he's a MMA champ of the state of Ohio, and he's a great one. He does his own security there in Ohio. He has Rankins security, so we still want to congratulate him to being a champion here in the state of Ohio. So if you're into MMA and you want to learn MMA, his gym is right there on West Warrensville Center Road. That'll be like 1316 Warrensville Center Road next to the Lux Lounge. That is Jay Rakin's studio, karate studios, where you can learn MMA, mixed martial arts. He's now the MMA champ of the state of Ohio, okay? If you all believe in MMA, Coach Webstone or Tiny Bill, the MMA, mixed martial arts, you want to speak on that?
Martial arts is
the MMA, right?
Is
UFC like.
It's a heck of a sport.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? It takes a lot of working out. A little more than what boxing required, so I commend her for having that skill, and I congratulate her on all her endeavors in terms of martial arts, and it's a beautiful program.
Okay. Reverend touched on you. His name Jay Rankins. He has his own security. Matter of fact, I do bruiser work as my security here.
Okay.
Big Jeff Woods, we got a real treat. Boxing historian Jimbo Amato, all the way from Ashland, Ohio, on the phone lines.
Hey, Jimbo, how you doing? It's Jeff Woods, Rottweiler, Ready to Rumble Show. How you doing there?
Pretty good, sir. How are you?
Pretty good.
I'm doing just fine. good.
Okay, so what we're hearing now, we're talking about MMA
Turn
boxers.
down your computer in the background, Jimbo.
We're turning MMA boxers, as compared to regular boxing and just mixed martial arts. We're speaking with the Ohio MMA, Jim Rankins. I say he runs his own security firm here, and he does what we do here. I got my security shirt, and we do it. We do boxing, and we do protection of the people. Well, what's going on there in Ashland? Where you at there?
Oh, not much. I was just enjoying your show.
Okay, thanks for calling. I appreciate your support, and we're here every Sunday now. Every Sunday I'm logged in here at 8, my hour show, and it'll be just Stream Sports Talk, okay? And matter of fact, we're going to talk more now with the more boxing, and we're going to go right into the junior welterweight, middleweight. That would be who would be the champ there. So we got Saul Alvarez in the WBCA champion, and his number one contender is Arthur Laws, and that's in the WBC and the welterweight, junior middleweight. And then our WBA, one we all love, Floyd Mayweather Jr., the WBA champion in the junior middleweight, and his number one contender to fight him is Austin Trout. So he's next on deck to go with him against Floyd Mayweather. And then in the IBF, we have Icy Smith. Icy Smith is the champ of the junior middleweight in the IBF category division. And his number one contender is Carlos Malani. And then we go straight to the WBO, and that would be Zerbekis Marshi. He's from Russia. He's a Russian junior middleweight. And his number one contender to go against him is Baines Manafishi. So thanks for calling in, okay? Okay, so what do you all, how do you feel about Mayweather, because what we all suspect that Mayweather-Pacquiao didn't go because, it seemed Pacquiao lost to Bradley. So can you speak on that there?
Well, for my money, I thought Mayweather should have fought Pacquiao. You know what I'm saying? The drug test and all that situation, I thought Pacquiao should have went on and submitted to that if he didn't have no problem about having none shown in the system. But I think one was scared and the other one was glad of it.
Okay, and Reverend Touchstone, what do you feel about that?
I feel that Mayweather just was being wise and smart, because if he wanted to fight on a fair playing field, and he felt if the man was using drugs, that wouldn't be fair. Okay, and that's why I felt that fight wouldn't go through because of that. I wanted to see that fight, and I felt Mayweather should have won it if he boxed smartly, as long as he didn't get caught. Right. But it's the politics also, and now Pacquiao he ain't like he used to be.
Right. So we're gonna take a time out to kiss the boxing glove for punch power. They kiss the heavyweight boxing glove with punch power, because, like I say, if you cheat the game with all these steroids and these illegal drug substances, that happens. Okay, so we're gonna keep it fair. Just work hard in the gym and stay natural. We'll be right back with the Radio Rama Show with Rottweiler, Big Jeff Woods. Okay, we're back at it. Heavyweight boxing, Ready Rumble Show with Rottweiler, Big Jeff Woods. Okay, we had just had a call from my main man, Jimbo Amato, the Ashton sports writer for Ashton News in Ashton, Ohio. Jimbo, thanks for calling me in, and I appreciate your support, and call anytime you want. And next time we call, we'll talk about what's going on in Ashton in boxing, and from the amateurs to the pros, and if there's MMA in the Ashton, Ohio area. Matter of fact, that's my university, Ashton University area. I went to Ashton, so thanks for calling in, Jimbo Amato from Ashton, from the Ashton News column. Okay, so matter of fact, let's go right into what we go. Matter of fact, so congratulations to this. We're going to talk a little about the college basketball. Now we got what we have. Michigan and Louisville. And that's who's going to be. The Michigan Wolverines and Louisville Cardinals will match off for the NCAA championship. That's good. Congratulations to both of those guys, those teams. They Syracuse lost and Ohio State had lost. So now we're facing now with the champions. Okay. And matter of fact, the Cleveland Indians, and we're going straight to baseball. Because we cover more than Boston. This is a sports show. So now on Monday, the Indians and at 4:00 against the New York Yankees. So that'll be the game of the season opener. The Indians and the Yankees at 4:00 at the Progressive Field downtown. Okay.
How about that big Yankee? I mean, the Indians win today, 13-0.
Yeah,
Big Jeff
right.
Woods.
The Indians did good today, so the Indians are on the roll. So we can get the red hot Indians again. Maybe with the Indians of maybe '95 when we had our Jim Tomei Indians and the Omar Vesquel Indians and the Albert Bell Indians. That was the World Series Indians. So we can get that type of Cleveland Indians team back. We're really on a roll with some red hot Indian power in Cleveland. So let's go Indians. Okay. So if there are any more callers, please call on in here. We have like 15 minutes left on the show. So it's like, well, the number is 216-672, and that'll be 4,300.
9 minutes.
9 minutes for the Ready Rumble Show to come to a close. Okay. So we're going to really. I want to congratulate the coaches from the Fairfax Boxing Recreation Center on East 83rd and Central. Coach Tiny Bell and Coach Reverend Touchstone. Okay. And if you're in that area, or if you just want to just learn boxing for self-defense, if you don't want just to compete, just to be in shape, it's a way of getting in shape. You can still stop by their recreation center and get in shape and start training, exercising.
I got a question I'd like to ask the Rev. Could I, Jeff?
Go ahead.
Rev, I couldn't help but to notice when Wilkins Santiago was on the telephone how much praise he gave to the Lord God, and tell me, man, what is it about people that are successful in sports that finally come around to accept their Lord and Savior Jesus Christ?
That's the main key. See, you can go do anything with God. Nothing is impossible, And I've met Wilkins. Know me. I've been to see him fight, and we talk. And he loves the Lord. He know God is the number one, and that's a major point. Without God, we can do nothing. We couldn't even breathe. So by him realizing that the Lord is more important than anything, and he's giving praises to God. That's God is getting the glory out that young man's life. Like he got the glory, he's getting glory out of my life. I used to be an ex-crack addict, an ex-alcoholic. People don't know that, We all done did some X things. We all done sin and come short of the glory of God. But when you seek him and have a relationship with him, that is very, very important. That's what I have, a relationship, and that's what I believe Wilkins has, and I know he has. And those that give glory to God, it's because they have a relationship with him, and they know they can't do nothing without him. It's him that's really behind him. He has warriors. Amen?
Amen. Right. So
I noticed the Rottweiler has a relationship to God.
Yeah, I have a relationship to God, and when I do, I go, like I said, I attend Sunday school at the Sweet Pilgrims on East 115th Superior with Pastor Glover. So I makes a must. I take time out to thank God for the blessings that I have from him, okay? And also, I want to thank a lot of the gyms around the city of Cleveland. We are on the west side, Palmer Gym, and the YM on St. Clair, and Zelman George on Kinsman County, and Martha King, and we even at Shaw Civic Center out in East Cleveland there. So, we're going to say lots of gyms, and I'll be making it to those gyms, doing interviews and photos and videos, and bringing other gyms on the city on my Radio Rumble show. So, matter of fact, next week my next guest is from the Miles area, 130th Miles, the Earl B. Turner Gym, and that rec center up there with their coach J.B. Johnson. He'll be here on the 14th next Sunday as my guest, and we'll have photos and videos of his young boxers and his visions of a great Cleveland heavyweight and boxers and the 2006 Olympics prospects of his team. And what's life like in the Miles area for the youth that way in boxing. And so we always have a gym here, and we always go around, and I'm, like I said, I'm my own reporter, and I go out and I scout and I do my interviews and my photos, and I come back and I write my reports and publish. So that's what's something. The 14th.
You did a lot of reporting this weekend. Tell us a little bit about what you attended, man.
Okay, matter of fact, I was at the bodybuilders. That was yesterday, Saturday. We went out there to see. We saw the 6-time Olympian Mr. Jay Cutler, and then we saw Mr. Phil Heath. He did a seminar there at the Lakewood Civic Auditorium connected to the high school. That was great. We seen women bodybuilders, women bikini contest. And I really want to say a great hello to all the bodybuilders of America, because it was all over the world were there yesterday in Lakewood, Ohio, at the Civic Center Auditorium. And it was a great outing, and it was just really an experience there. And I'm a bodybuilder myself, so we all fit in. They welcomed me with open arms, and I became one of them. And hopefully, we will all sit down and struck a deal, because I'm at FitWorks Gym, and we're advertising of muscle products, creatine and whey protein, and everything went my way. And they like the photos and they like the development, so things are looking good for me. And also, Cleveland now is like Muscletown, USA, the state of Ohio. It really got on the map, and they like the bodybuilders in the state of Ohio. So that's good. Congratulations to all of us here who are in the state of Ohio that represent bodybuilding. And then also this weekend kicked off the, like I said, the Golden Gloves tournament there at Brook Park Center there in Brook Park in the community center. And that was part of Friday nights and Saturday night they did their preliminaries and the quarterfinals. So next Saturday will be the semifinals, and the 20th, that Saturday, will be the finals for the champion of the Golden Gloves here in the city of Cleveland. So congratulations to all the youth and the young men that are in boxing in the Cleveland Golden Gloves tournaments, okay? And then we stepped out into the realm of the IX Center, the spring bling, and welcome home all the college students for the spring breaks, okay? So even the college students love boxing, and they like to see heavyweight boxing or any type of division of boxing. So welcome to the spring break for all the college students in America and in the state of Ohio. And the IX Center did the Christian spring break over the weekend, which was yesterday. Even today, yesterday and today at the IX Center, it was festivities for the whole family. The husband, wife, and children could all go out and enjoy with this Christian spring break. So thanks a lot for tuning in to my Radio Rumble show, and I always have nice, safe topics for you, and we always discuss. And we want to take time right now and say hello to everyone who supported me, who's been there for me. First of all, my mom and my brothers and my wife, Deshawn, she's special, and also my friends and my tough community that I came from, my Kinsman community, and I all know my Superior community in the west side of Cleveland and all over Cleveland. There, anyone you like to say hello to, especially a special hello?
I'd like to say a special hello to my sister, Margot Burton, which is inspiration to me. She brought me to the church, and I'd like to say hello to my church, Trinity Outreach Ministry, and a shout out to all my church family. God bless you.
I want to say a special hello to my beautiful wife, and just thank God for a beautiful woman that's in my life. It takes a good woman to make a good man, amen. And I thank God for her, and I thank God for my church. I thank God for Sister Smith, who always keeps me informed, keeps me when I'm out of line. She gets on me. I thank her for that. And I just want to give a shout out to Greater Mount Sinai #2 and all the members there, amen.
Amen. Okay. And now I'd like to say hello to my son, Marcus Woods. He's a great guy, and his friends, they all there from the John Marshall High School. They're great kids and great guys over there. John Hay High School, John Adams High School, all the high schools here in Cleveland, Shaw, all the high schools in Collinwood, any high school that's in the state of Cleveland, and also in the state of Ohio, up in Butcher and Akron. They're good. I like those youth. They're great kids. And without education, you go nowhere, and we all know that. So we're almost off the air. So we're going to say another shout to my college, Cleveland State, Akron University, Ohio State, and even at UNLV in Nevada, and Cal University. I want to say a shout to Community College in Ohio State, and Ohio and Athens University in Athens, Ohio, and also right here our medical students right up the street here. That's Case Western Reserve. They major in medicine and law. So, and also to my law students there at the West Branch of Community College in the West in Warrensville. We need an education, and matter of fact, all the nightclubs that prefer the people to come out and have a great time with no mishandles. The Oasis nightclub, the Tops and Bottoms, the Lounge 75, or any nightclub, and they really, that's what we want you to have a nice time, you and your lady, or just you and the family, and come out and just have a great time with no type of you can always come back and throw a party because you had a great time when you came out. So we support the good time only here in Cleveland, just the good time. So remember, and thanks for tuning in to me, and I love all my fans, and I'll always be here for you. And remember, I'm a heavyweight boxer, Big Jeff Wood. I throw heavy punch to the chin to win, okay? So log in next week, okay, in the same time, 8 p.m. Eastern time, for the Ready Rumble show, okay? And I'll talk to you soon. See you later. And thanks to my guest, Fairfax from Cleveland, the Recreation East 830 Central. Take it easy. See you next week.